Plumbers are losing a ton of jobs every single day, but it might not be for the reason you think. Plumbers aren't losing jobs because they're bad at plumbing or because their price is too high. They're losing quality customers because of how they're answering their phone. They're usually answering their phone with no script, no structure, no follow-up, and they aren't even capturing customers' information. You're not just losing that job, you're going to lose any and all future jobs and any lifetime value that customer would have had, much less referrals. You're basically handing that job, any and all future jobs, over to your competitor. Now, why does this matter so much? Well, it matters so much because over 70% of all plumbing jobs start with this phone call. If that call isn't being answered or handled right in the first few seconds, that customer is going to find a way to get off the phone with you, usually through price, and book with the next plumber they find on Google. Now, I want to dive into the 4 biggest mistakes plumbers make when answering the phone. Mistake number 1, no professional greeting. It sounds super easy, but I've cold called thousands of plumbers, and over 60% of you guys still aren't doing. Customers, especially quality customers that you guys are always talking about, need to know that they've called the right company. A lazy hello isn't going to cut it. Mistake number 2, not taking control of the conversation when someone calls with a plumbing need. You need to guide the call. You need to ask them a simple yes or no question at the beginning of the call that takes control. Then ask the right questions, gather details, and lead the customer towards the only option, which is booking. Don't just react. Take charge of your leads, and you'll be surprised how many of them will actually become quality leads when you start doing this. Mistake number 3, not capturing customers' information. You spent time, money, and energy to get this person to call you in some way, shape, or form. Start capturing their information. Name, phone number, email, address. If you're not doing this, you're not only giving up the current job, but any and all future jobs and anyone they might refer over to your competition. They're going to be put in some form of retention marketing with the plumbing company that they go with. It should be your plumbing company. You did the hard work of bringing them in. Mistake number 4, talking price too early or over the phone, period. Customers want assurance first. Price comes last and should be done on site. Yes, you're going to lose a few customers, but that's okay. By giving price over the phone, you've provided zero value, zero personal touch, and now you're asking them to spend hundreds or maybe even thousands of dollars with zero reason, with zero benefits of why they should pick you. At that point, why wouldn't you just go with the cheapest company in the area? If you can fix all 4 of these things, you'll start booking way more jobs, and you'll be surprised how many of them become quality. So I told you what not to do. Now, here's how you should answer the phone. It's going to be a 4-step process. Step 1, a professional greeting. Say your company name, your name, and then invite them to explain their problem. Super simple. Here's an example. Thanks, this is 5-Star Plumbing. This is Mike. How can I help you? Step 2, take control of the conversation. This is where you ask that simple yes or no question after done explaining their issue. It doesn't matter what they say, you can now take control. Now lead them to giving their information, which is step 3. An example of this would be, have we done work for you before? Doesn't matter what they say, yes or no. You can be like, okay, great, let me look you up, or let me grab your information. Capture their name, phone number, email, address, and issue, and then ask them to book and follow up. This is going to lead you into step 4. Focus on reassurance, not price. Let them know that this is an issue you can handle. Price will come later. An example of this would be, give them time options they might book, and then if they do ask how much, say it's really hard to do something like this over the phone. It's only X amount for us to come out and look at it and make sure we can handle everything correctly and get a full scope of the work. If you follow this process every time, you'll start losing way less calls and start booking way more jobs. It's super simple, but most plumbers never implement something like this into practice. All right, that's it for the 4 biggest mistakes plumbers make on phone calls and exactly how to fix them. I will put my script that I use for my plumbers in the description. And remember, it's as easy as a professional greeting. Take control of the call, gather the customer's information, and then focus on reassurance and booking with time options. Follow this every time and you'll see a huge difference in the number of booking and quality of bookings. If you got value from this, hit the like button, subscribe. I'm going to be sharing more on how to grow and scale your plumbing business. Remember, there's a link in the description if you guys do want to work with my team. Comment below anything you guys want to see in future videos. And as always, I really appreciate it. Thanks, and we'll see you guys in the next one.